Are you on a low sugar, low carbohydrate diet and feel like you're perhaps just not losing the weight you expected? Maybe you're on a ketogenic diet, Carnivoe, Atkins, Paleo, whatever. You're not losing the weight, or you've lost weight and you feel like you've plateaued and somehow it's not really working for you anymore. Then in this video, I'm going to give you 8 things to consider, reasons why you may not be losing weight, or you may feel like you're not losing enough weight. So welcome to Shape Fix. I'm Andrew Tunstall. I'm a nutritionist. I lost about 20 kilograms, what's that, 45 pounds, by changing my diet, and this absolutely works for you. The only way you can lose weight is by not eating sugar. So why is it not working for you? Right, the first reason is that you could be eating food with hidden sugars. Okay, that means you're not aware of it and you don't realize that you are still eating sugar. So the first point is that carbohydrates are sugar. That's what a carbohydrate is. It's either a sugar molecule or a chain of sugar molecules. That's it. That is the definition of carbohydrate. You can confuse it with simple and complex and whole grain and all that stuff. Starch is a carbohydrate, chain of sugar molecules, end of. So if you are eating any carbohydrates, you are eating sugar. So look again at what you're eating and try and see if there isn't something in there that's got more sugar than you realized. Very often you can see just by looking at the packaging, and it'll tell you how much carbohydrate, but often it will say this amount of carbohydrate, of which a much smaller amount is sugar. All of it is sugar. Just look at the carbohydrate content. Okay, so that could be the first reason. The second reason is you might be snacking out of habit still. If you are snacking between meals, even if you're eating relatively healthy food, you are still not giving your body enough chance to go into the process of autophagy and start burning extra body fat. So fasting or intermittent fasting, which can be 12, 14, 16 hours, you need a window every day that you're not eating, will go a long way to help you losing that weight. So snacking between meals out of habit is a very bad idea. Third reason is quite possibly you're not eating enough fat, because when we do cut sugar out of our diet or carbohydrates, we're so used to eating carbohydrates and we've been so conditioned to not eat fat that the two go together. If you're going to cut carbohydrates, you really need to increase your fat intake. Now fat can be oil. Oil is just liquid fat. And I've done a video on fats. I'll link it down here so you can see which ones are good for you and which ones are not good for you, and there will probably be a few surprises for you in there, but you need to increase your fat intake. The bonus of doing that is that your hormones work properly, you don't get hungry, and you probably will be able to stop snacking. Okay, right. Number 4, your electrolytes, your salt balance. If that is out, a lot of your metabolic processes don't work very well. You end up hungry and you want to eat more, even though your body doesn't need any extra food. So one of the things is to make sure you have enough salt in your food, and salt you can eat to taste. If it's too salty, you don't need more salt. If you like the salt, your body's telling you to eat the salt. So don't be scared of salt. Number 5, portion sizes. You may be used to eating huge portions of food because when you eat carbohydrates and the insulin that your body releases interferes with your hormones that normally tell you when you're full, and so you eat until your stomach is all stretched and bursting, and you get used to having a plate of food that size. When you're eating ketogenic diet and you're not eating carbohydrates, you reach a point where you don't really feel like eating anymore. That's when you stop. But if you still have food on your plate, you tend to eat it because you were brought up to clean your plate. So give yourself smaller portion sizes and see if that doesn't work for you. Okay, here's a good one. Number 6 is that if you are exercising as well, then as you burn body fat, you're going to increase muscle, and muscle is heavier than fat. So it may not be a problem that your weight is stabilizing for a bit, because you're losing fat, increasing muscle mass, you're getting healthier, you're probably losing inches around your waist, or you're obsessing about the weight on the scale. Don't obsess about the weight, look at your body composition and measure your waist as well. Understand that muscle is heavier than fat. All right, another big mistake we make is comparing ourselves to other people. You're on a ketogenic diet, you lose some weight, your friend is on the same diet, they lose lots of weight, and now you think you're a failure. Let me tell you something, there's somebody else out there who's losing less weight than you, because we're all different and we lose weight and burn body fat at different rates. Our metabolic rates are different. It's like studying for an exam. You study for an exam, you pass the exam, but you're not top of the class. That doesn't mean you failed, you passed the exam, okay? If you're losing weight and if you're getting healthier and if your energy levels are improving, it's working, you're getting better, it's fine. Don't compare yourself to other people, because that is at the end of the day meaningless. Right, now, number 8, the last reason, it can be very difficult if you feel like you are doing this alone. Peer pressure is huge. I have this problem, to be honest, with social drinking. The peer pressure is massive. You almost have to lie and say you're on antibiotics so that people will forgive you for not drinking wine or beer. If everyone around you is eating sugar and carbohydrates and pushing food in your face, it's very difficult to not eat it, especially if they start talking about it and laughing at you and mocking you and telling you you're wrong. So you have to understand that the social pressure can make it difficult, and so you need to find people, if you can, that are on the similar journey to you. And one way to find them is on this channel, because we have lots of people on this channel. We have thousands of subscribers, we have lots of members, and we talk to each other on a regular basis. So you could consider joining as a member. It really costs like a couple of dollars a month. It's really nothing, and we do extra content, and we have a lot more interaction on WhatsApp and on member-only videos. So if you feel like you need more support, consider joining the group. Otherwise, stay with the channel, interact on the videos. I will try to reply to you if I can. I can't get to everybody, but I do my best. But be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Understand that this is a journey and a process, and there could be things that are holding you up along the way. They're just hurdles. They're not barriers. All right, thank you for listening. I hope something in here is going to help you, and that you will find more motivation to keep going on this journey, which I was going to say life-saving. It's certainly a life-lengthening journey to lose weight and be healthy. Thank you again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. It's, as usual, it's wonderful to be able to talk to you.